Hi, in this video, we're going to see how to add custom fonts to your Instagram photos. So while some of us could consider this as a limitation of Instagram, that it does not have too many fonts. Yes, it does have a few options, especially if you're uploading a story, but we want more options because we want our photos to look as aesthetic as they can. And sometimes the text fonts provided by Instagram may not exactly be the right ones. So let's explore these external apps. The first one I'm going to show you is SparkPost, which is by Adobe, which is of course a huge company with all these great apps. So let's just add a photo in here and I'd show you how this works. Let's just add a photo. From my gallery, I would just select a photo and then show you how to add the text and how to work around with it. Let's select this one. Okay, I would just select these settings. Okay, now you could resize this text, rotate it if you like. Now let's just explore the fonts, but first I'll change the color so that you could see this properly. Here, I think this one is more visible to you. And now let's play around with the fonts. So the storybook fonts and then the ultra font and then yellowtail, wanderlust, which is very common for a lot of organizations right now, and here all of these different sort of very nice looking and aesthetic sort of fonts. You could just select these. The purpose here is not to show you how this app works, but the purpose is to show you how to play around with text and add it to your photos. Especially if you're into graphic designing, this is very, very important. If you're promoting a particular brand, it is very important. It emphasizes the professionalism of your company. Now you could just select done and explore the rest of the app. It's very simple. You could then save the post which you have designed and then of course upload it. The second app we're going to look at is FontRush. And FontRush is also very cool for these different fonts. We will just select create in here and let's select the image ourselves from the gallery. Let's select the same image so that you could compare the two apps. All of these are, by the way, great in their own right. Now look at these different fonts available in this app as well. So yes, we could say that there is no wrong or right in here. There are so many different fonts in both of these apps that you could just explore around. You could even check out the contemporary fonts, the curly fonts, decorative, handwritten. Oh wow, these are some amazing fonts. Even I'm not familiar with all of these, but these are simply magnificent. Calligraphy, if you're into it. Vintage, once again, if you're promoting a brand via Instagram, it's important to select the right font because it gives a lot of credibility and emphasizes professionalism when you're uploading pictures of your product or something like that. Because if you're uploading a product which has a very spicy sort of vibe to it, you could of course go for something which is more modern. And if you're going for something which is classical, maybe your audience is from the rather adult, from the older side, the elderly side, you could of course go for the retro fonts or the typewriter or vintage fonts because that's something they could relate to more. Now let's quickly look at Pixelart as well, which is another great app. And we could just simply select the same image once again here. And I would just select done and then I could just add different sort of texts with here. Now this has got its own fonts now. Just look at these are also pretty nice. And yeah, this would also allow you to resize or rotate as you like, all at the touch of your fingers, nothing too advanced. And Pixelart is also very common amongst people because it's very easy to use. It's got a very simple interface. Finally, of course, there is Canva. I'd recommend using Canva on the computer because it has more features if you're using it on the computer. It's more of a graphic designer thing, but it would also work great for your Instagram posts. And of course, you've seen SparkPost, Font Crush, and Pixelart. All of these are simply great apps, and I wouldn't say there's anything wrong with any of these. All of these just have their own unique, distinct features, which makes them simply great to use. And you could just select any of these while you are designing a post for your Instagram account. Once again, it depends on you which one you prefer, but do explore all of these.